It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Eagles at 6-4 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Hurts. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Roving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Love now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing. Love. And Jones has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach and player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Ready.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Hurts fumbles it. And the Packers pick it up. There he goes, left side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd down, Hurts. He finds his man Johnson, and he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Come on. Hey.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jonathan Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly. I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. To throw now. Here's Love. And this pass broken up. And the contact, wall of time there. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Alert, alert. Hurt.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Forced out to his left. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. Another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Love, they go play action now.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Off the play fake, Love. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
A.J. Dillon, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7.
Eagles 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready up! Buffalo 18!
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Left wing 19. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, break.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Okay, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Play action this time with Love. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd and 5 now. Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. Samori Toure, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Crosby with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Eagles 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Elliott good on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Love. He's able to find Melton. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On play action. Love to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Play fake. Here's Love. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
Ready, ready. Check, pitch. Ready, ready.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd and 12, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Watkins. 58 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Love looking to throw it. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 18 Ranger.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, if if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
33 yards.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Hurts throw complete there to Johnson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jonathan Taylor.
63 yards.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Kenny Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but
Definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Here we go.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Cup 19. Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. A 1st down run by Jones, not going to work out as he's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Love. Open man, this is Lewis. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Jones. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, Love. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones.
165 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Love. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Throwing is Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 50, trap 50.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Hurts will throw.
It's complete, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Packers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.